Hello there, 585ers. This is your weekly preview for February 13. We are going to sit for a while, in other words, the next 3 classes on the Google Classroom. So, why Google Classroom? Well, if you remember, one of the things that Dr. Fullen talks about in his book is this idea of the ubiquitous classroom. And the Google Classroom is as close as we have to that. The Google Classroom is used across the Commonwealth of Kentucky and in quite a few places in other states, notably Tennessee. And the reason for this is very straightforward and simple. We just got through in the College of Education paying $50,000 for the privilege of having a Microsoft Office 365 license for the semester, not the year, not a one-time, but a reoccurring cost of $50,000. And that gets you access to the Word, the PowerPoint, Excel, so on. There's quite a lot of stuff that comes there with it. The Google Classroom and the Google basically charges a school district or university $50 one time. And that gives you access to the G Suite, the Hangouts, the Google Earth, the YouTube. Of course, we get to any of that now, really. What you're really paying for is the administrative side and the ability to have a CMS, a content management system, $50. And the other part of it is we're seeing this convergence of school districts and Chromebooks. The reason for that, again, is it's all economics. The marvelous piece of technology that I have that is a MacBook Pro was close to $2,000 in its day. A Acer Chromebook that I have that looks just like the MacBook Pro, backlit keyboard, but it has a touch screen, is $300. It's economics, pure and simple. So what we have to realize is if this is the new paradigm that we're using Google Classroom, then we need to understand it. And we need to understand it through the lens of Dr. Fullen and his ideas about that classroom instruction with technology needs to be ubiquitous, it needs to be efficient, and it needs to be effective. All these things we can do with the Google Classroom. So the reason why we're going to do 3 classes is I have been doing trainings in the College of Ed here for people to get their Google teacher certification. I'm very pleased and proud to say my last group that came in, they all passed the test. That was Friday. So I have divided it up into 3 sections, and here they are. And these will make up our next 3 classes. So this Thursday, we'll be looking at Google Teacher Level 1, Section 1, these things, which are kind of the meat of the whole thing, if you think about it. But then when we get to Section 2, these are things you may have heard of, you may have not heard of. And I'm going to give you lots of heads up on things that are in the test, if you want to go ahead with the test. And we'll talk about the test as well. And then finally, we'll do Section 3. We'll probably spend a lot of time with this with Google Sites, because that's part of the assignment. You're using Chrome, hopefully, as your browser. And we need to give a nod to digital citizenship, although it's a much bigger deal than the Google really puts on. I teach a whole class in the summer on digital citizenship. So that's how we're going to approach the beginnings of the ubiquitous classroom. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, if things aren't working right, in other words, if you click on a link and a video doesn't show up, just drop me a line. Make sure if it's the first time you've ever communicated to me that you put your name into the text as well. And I will see you on St. Valentine's Day Eve.